I don't know about you, but whenever I think about the battles on American soil, I think of fights like the one in Trenton, Yorktown, Antietam, and Gettysburg, just to name a few. But, anybody heard of Blair Mountain? I ain't talking about the witch movie either. Blair Mountain, West Virginia, 1921. I'm Bob Day, and I'll be right back with another great American story. Somewhere around 12,000 pro-Union coal miners battled largely impregnable defensive mountain positions of 2,000 private detectives and or mercenaries who were acting in the very vested interest of the coal kings of the time. Maddened by years of simmering tensions, especially given the notable Sid Hatfield was murdered. Either way, this was no small battle. Yes, even airstrikes using a combination of gas and high-explosive munitions were employed, compliments of General Billy Mitchell and the state of Maryland. The air assault using old World War I ordnance had its effect against those working-class private citizens of largely Irish stock, I might add. Sporadic firefights continued for a week, and in the end, 30 were killed defending the mountain. Whereas all told, close to 100 were killed and hundreds more injured on both sides. And that's not to mention the 985 miners who were indicted for a host of murder charges, for which many were convicted and imprisoned. Obviously, the big coal kings of that time would prevail, until 1935 when Roosevelt led and passed Protection for Unionists. Now, don't get me wrong, I am not here to defend Roosevelt's policy or unions. Not me. Nonetheless, these rebels, many of whom were prestigious Irish heroes with heritages dating back to our founding wars and especially the Civil War, left yet another tremendous legacy despite their horrific defeat. But keep in mind it wasn't all Irish, just mostly. Not to mention the exceedingly dangerous and truly heroic work of that time, which literally fueled our nation and deserves the greatest respect. The work in the mines back then was far worse than any of us can imagine. And on the trivial side of this very bloody, evil, and epic battle, while the Unionists were charging that mountain and dodging airstrikes and sniper fire by way of the federal government and coal interests, they all pulled out their red scarves and tied them around their necks, not only as a way of identifying each other, but as a badge of honor. And out of that small but bloody piece of American history arose the great American term, redneck. And I myself am honored to be called the same. Hail the redneck, the defender of our individual struggle dating back several centuries, even all the way back into Celtic culture. Don't take my word for it. Check it out. I'm Bob Day, and I've just told you another great American story. And if you enjoyed it, you just might be a redneck.